Well, that beats the alternative. Oh, I should have gotten water. Why didn't I grab a glass of water before I came over here? Oh well, it's okay. I'm tired, guys. I'm always tired on the weekends. Kalania is Kalania. How are you? I hope I'm saying that right. If I'm not, feel free to slap me virtually and then correct me. Stasiona7 is here, and Proverbs 16 is here. Hi. 16:6. Sorry, Proverbs 16:6. Sorry, Katie. Allah is with us. Allah Abdo 542 is with us. Hi, everyone. Oh my goodness, it's spring. Spring is everywhere. Look around. No, it's love is in the air, right? I don't know. Something's in the air. Jennifer Midwest. Hi, Jennifer Midwest. How's it going, Jennifer Midwest? I am Priscilla Midwest. Oh my goodness. I'm so tired. So tired. And I just haven't been sleeping lately. I have a sleep study. Apparently now you do it from home. You have all these straps and things that you hook up to yourself. And then they're supposed to see why you're not sleeping correctly. And then people are like, oh, maybe if you drink more water. And I'm like, great. So I drink more water and then I get up 5 times to pee. Okay, not 5, 3. Actually, 3 times. It's ridiculous. And then Kitty goes outside the door. Meow, 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 meow. And she's not a cuddler. I find out female cats are not cuddlers. My male cats, they're cuddle babies. But my female cats, they have not been cuddle babies. A little bit when they want to. But that, they're much less than the boys. And so she comes out. Or I come out. And she's like, yeah, I just wanted to cry. I just wanted you to be here with me. But I don't actually want to cuddle with you or do anything sweet. I just want you to be here. And I think it's partly because when I'm not here, the dog won't come out. So Rainbow stays in her cage usually when I'm not out. Because she just wants mommy around all the time. So the cat wants the dog because they're buddies now, so they play together. I don't know. So I'm doing something different with my hair. When it goes up, I have to do something creative. So I've got the clip. You see that? So I've got a whole bunch of these clips I invested in, which I showed you guys. Super madam. Oh, I don't know if I'm super. I am exhausted madam. That is what I am. I'm exhausted madam. Anyway, so yeah, I put it up like that, and then I just I feel like I'm a little messianic sort of person with my hair like this. What in the world? There's one long hair right here. Maybe I should take care of that. But whatever. It's kind of cute. It's got and then I got the little messy curls coming down here on the side. So it's it's a look. I don't know if it's a good look, but it's a look. We can determine whether it's good or not later. I don't know. This cute little thing. Where did I get this from? I think I got this. Did I get this from Lane Bryant? Or yeah, I think I got it from Lane Bryant because I had a coupon. Oh, that's what it was. I went in for the jumpsuit for my niece's wedding last November or something like that, and they had this, and I had extra coupon or something like that. And I was like, ooh, that's cute. So I picked it up. It's really cute. So I got it tucked into this blue and white polka dotted skirt here. Very nice glasses once again. Thank you. We're going to talk about glasses because I like me some glasses. I got to put something on my lips because they're dry. I'm actually going to grab this because it's the closest thing I can see. This is the Covergirl Outlast Duo that I tried a little bit ago, and then I didn't do anything with it. This one's kind of hard to open, but it has this balm that's, moisturizing. I gotta put something on my lips because they feel like they need something. This is also very flavored, which I don't know if I like. I mean, it doesn't taste bad, but I don't know. I want my lips to taste like candy. How many pairs of glasses do you have? I need to borrow a pair. All right, come on over. Next time you come watch the kitty cat, you can try on my makeup and my glasses. I'll show you where the stash is. I have a lot of glasses. These are the ones, let me show you just as an example. These are the glasses that I'm rotating through for spring. I have about 4 times this. don't judge me. Don't judge me. Just pray for me. That's all you need to do. Just pray for me. Valerie. How's that song go? I don't know. What you diopter? I don't know what that means. I'm sorry. I don't know that word. Yeah, man, I should have gotten some water. I got a headache. I just need sleep. That's what I need. But that's okay. I needed to hang out with you guys. I don't want to miss it. Oh, by the way, IG is hating. I don't know if this is going to be posted after this because IG has decided yet once again. See, now when I have insomnia, which happens like every Saturday night for whatever reason, I know why it is. It's because my husband works nights, and when he gets home, my prescription. Yes, they are prescription. When my husband gets home, and then if he's home on the weekend, then he wants to stay up like his regular night shift hours, but then we have to get up for church, and then we both kind of stay up. So he's a bad influence on me, basically. My husband is a bad influence. JK, I don't have my ring light on because I thought there was enough light coming through the window. And there is, only I'm looking the wrong direction. Oh, well, it's all good. I'm going to show you guys some goodies that I found because I always find goodies. And then I'm going to show you the glasses that I'm going to wear. And then we're going to just chit chat. By the way, I was talking about Instagram. Oh, and YouTube. So apparently social media just hates me. YouTube, I just went on there and it was like, yeah, you've lost 6 subscribers of my 102. I mean, I didn't even have that many. So you've lost 6 subscribers in the last month. And I was like, how? Like nobody even watches my videos. How would I lose 6 subscribers? I can't say that. So I think YouTube's unsubscribing people. I hear they do that. Lover 07. Oh, sorry. 007 is here. Hi, Lover 07. How are you doing? I'm a little goofy today because I'm lacking sleep. It happens. Oh, by the way, if you watched my live on Wednesday, I apologize. Your girl was not feeling herself. I had some major crampage from girl problems, you know. If you know, you know. And I was just out of it because I was in pain, but I was still wanting to do the thing. And then I took some pain meds, and then that just kind of like it. I don't know. They're just like over the counter pain meds, nothing drastic or anything. And then I didn't take that much, but I just, it just kind of wipes you out. Pain makes you exhausted. I know I'm always goofy, but I wasn't on Wednesday. I was actually really kind of mellow because I just wasn't, I was in pain. Girl problems. It's, the curse and all that kind of stuff. Adam, Adam just stood there and let it happen. Do you know that? Do you realize Adam? He just stood there. It's kind of like guys today. They're just sitting there like, zoning out. And she's talking, having a good conversation with, I don't know, Satan. And Adam's like, just in his own little world, probably watching YouTube or TikTok or something like that on his cell phone. Did they have that back in the day? I don't think so. It was the garden. It was paradise. Would they have social media in paradise? Probably not. And he just let it happen because he was there with her. That's what it says. He was there with her. Why did he just sit there? Why didn't he say something? See, men need to learn how to speak up. And he was the one that God told don't eat the fruit. Just saying. He was the one God told, not her. Just, So let's just. Anyway, what was I talking about? Social media. And Wednesday. So Wednesday I was out of it. So I apologize if you were in on that and you were like, what is wrong with her? Because I was going to show you my AOA studio stuff. And then I was just like, I just lost it halfway through it. I was just like, okay, we're not even going to, and I didn't even like say anything. I just was like, I looked at it and I was like, I'm not going to go through all this and put it on my face. And I just wanted to be done with the video. So that's what we did. Mega Stab. Ooh, really? Mega Stab 2020. Well, that sounds kind of homicidal. I don't know. Yeah, so social media hates me. YouTube is unsubscribing people. And yeah, speak up, men, for your women and for yourselves too. By the way, men like a lot of times, oh, my husband does this. He's just like, I don't know about this. What do I do? I was like, I'm not your mother, dude. I'm not your mother. They just want us to like, I swear, I came across, Facebook is going nuts. Like, I don't even go on Facebook anymore because people on Facebook are just like extremists. No matter what perspective they're coming from, they're all extremists. They're moderate extremists. I didn't know it existed, but apparently moderate extremists is a thing. And I have realized on Facebook that flat earthers actually are a thing and they do believe it. I thought at first, that's funny. And then I was like, wait, they're actually arguing this. They actually believe this. I'm like, I have one thing to say to flat earthers. One thing. Time zones. My brother lives in Tokyo. He could call me, if he did call me, he could call me in the middle of the night, my time, and it would be the middle of the day, his time. Impossible for flat earth. Impossible. But they exist. Anyway, so Facebook is turned into like nutso. So I pretty much stay off of there. Once in a while I go in there and start some trouble and then I just leave because it's more fun that way, just to let people be like, oh my goodness, oh my, and like have a meltdown, and then you just leave and then they don't get a reaction and they just lose their minds. And then I have people that continue to tag me, like keep tagging me for like weeks because they want me to respond. And I'm just like, whatever, people, you need to relax. Yeah. So Instagram, Fluffy Smiles is here. Hi, Fluffy Smiles. I love your fluffy smile. I love your name. It's so fun. Welcome to our party. We're having a party like we do. Anyway, so yeah. When I can't sleep at night, great voice. Oh, thanks. When I can't sleep at night, I sit there and I just like through everybody's stuff. And I'm all about, hey, you know what? If you're following me and you're giving me likes, I'm going to go through and like a whole bunch of your stuff and leave comments and stuff like that, or just like it, whatever. Apparently, what happens when that happens is people come back and they like a whole bunch of my stuff. And then Instagram goes, oh my goodness, she's getting a whole bunch of likes. She must be paying for those. So they blocked me. So I do not know if this will actually be saved to my account because apparently I can't do much of anything. I can post, I can do this. I can do stories and I can respond. The kiddos are running back and forth having fun and playing, and so they're they're having fun. And I can respond to a message if we already have a message thread, but I can't make a new one. And I can heart your comments, but I can't respond to your comments. So if I'm not responding to you, it's not because I don't love you, because I do, sincerely, but I can't. And for a week, apparently the 27th, I'll be out of jail. Or whatever this is, confinement. I don't know. Anyway, so you want to know what's on my eyes? I'm going to show you what's on my eyes. I know you can't see it very well. It is looking really foggy here. I wonder if my camera is. I don't have anything to clean it up. Oh, I have a towel right here. I wonder if there's something that doesn't have eyeshadow on it. This is my. I'm going to try to wipe this and see if that will affect. Is that any more clear? Maybe. So I've got this light green because I felt that was a thing to do. Oh, I was going to show you the purse I got, but it's over there and I'm going to grab it. It's cute. It's multicolored. You'll eventually see posts with it and stuff. It's a little handbag, little clutch. We went, I really appreciate that. My husband and I, I'm a troublemaker. I am an Instagram gal. I know, right? I've got a record. I've got a social media record. I'm quite the hardened social media criminal. But yeah, so my husband and I, it's funny because I was like, people were talking about compatibility, and I was like, I think if my husband and I were to do a compatibility quiz, I think we would flunk, like not even fail, flunk. You know, the old word, flunk. And I'm just like, there's no compatibility as far as what people would think. But the thing is, compatibility is not something that you happen upon. It's something you build, because two people will become compatible if they are committed to each other. They will become compatible because when you make a commitment to each other, you say, this is somebody I'm going to spend the rest of my life with. And here's the problem is we do it backwards in the Western world. And I would say in the modern Western world, we do it backwards because we believe in the Disney world. story, right? The Disney story of, girl meets boy and they fall and live happily ever after. And it's just magic and it was meant to be. That's complete nonsense. Complete nonsense. Miss Charlie is here and she knows about this, I assume. Miss Charlie knows about everything. She's knowledgeable about many things, including eyeshadow and delicious home cooking. How are you, Miss Charlie? And Makeup Life with Kayla is with us. Hi, Makeup Life with Kayla. How are you? We're talking about relationships because my name is Priscilla and I like to talk about things. And sometimes they connect and sometimes they don't. And that slurping in the background is my doggy drinking some water because it happens. And, when thirst hits you, you must quench it. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, love. Yes. So we have this idea that we just find the one. That's complete nonsense. And when you think you're going to find the one, you will fall out of love with that person. You will. It will happen. Guarantee you. See, I knew you were cooking dinner. Cooking out. Oh, he lets you cook out? I thought most guys are like, this is my grill. Don't touch this, woman. Get back in the kitchen. This is my territory. I don't know. My husband's not like that. He doesn't like it. Actually, the kitchen's more his territory because I don't make Haitian food and he likes to eat Haitian food. So, yeah. So anyway, my husband and I have become very compatible in many levels. And we've also found the things that we enjoy together and we do more of it. So we both like shopping, which is funny because I never really used to like shopping, but I have a certain way of shopping and I'm like a bargain shopper. And I'm just kind of like, oh, it's your grill. It's your grill. Okay, it's Miss Charlie's grill. Don't touch Miss Charlie's grill. She's going to have words with you. That's great. But yeah, so anyway, we apparently both like shopping. So we went shopping yesterday because we were going to have church, but Pastor TJ, some of you might know who that is. He canceled. I don't know why. He didn't give me a reason. You are also amazing when you take them off. Oh, thank you. I guess that meant the glasses. I don't know. And so, yeah. So yeah, we went shopping and then, yeah, that was it. So I just picked up a few things. I got some jeans. He was like, what size are you? I was like, I don't know. He's like, yeah, right. What size are you? I said, it's not like men. Like men, it's like, how many inches around are you? Okay, that's the size of the jeans. No, for women, it literally can fluctuate like 6 numbers or 10 numbers or something ridiculous like that. And so I got a pair of jeans that are the same size as the shorts I got that are slightly large. And they wouldn't come off. I couldn't even get close to getting a button. What in the world? So annoying. So I still have no jeans, but I have some shorts. Okay. I didn't bring the stuff over though. So, I did get these. Aren't these cute? Do you guys have, I forgot that. K&G, that's what it is. I was going to say H&M, and I was like, no, it's a different initials. K&G. Do anybody have K&G by them? So K&G, like warehouse, clothing warehouse, I guess is what it's called, or suit warehouse or something. They have like kind of, I would say, urban church clothes sort of thing. So really nice dressy stuff, but with an urban sort of twist. So not old white people, but more like old black people sort of clothes, but really cute. And I like that aesthetic because that's totally me. I feel you depends on who makes the clothes. Yeah, exactly. In fact, you might be able to fit those jeans that I got that are too small for me. We might have to talk. Alice in Wonderpan. Hi, Alice in Wonderpan. How are you? These are not pans, but they're earrings and they're cute. Look how springy and cute and whatnot they are. So this matched a dress I got for my niece's graduation. I think we're going to be going out to Boston in a couple months for her graduation. And so I picked up this dress that I don't have in front of me, but these kind of matched it. And they look springy. And I thought, hey, I'm going to grab them. They were like $6.99. Not too bad. Made in China. Great. Oh, boy. My goodness. So on my eyes, as I was saying, I like stretching my jeans. They are stretchy. And I still couldn't get them on. They're actually quite stretchy. So, yeah. But they're skinny jeans. I don't know how much you're into skinny jeans. I couldn't find. There were some other ones that were cute, and they were like more like mom jeans, but they were like definitely 2 sizes too big. And I was like, oh, we went to Burlington, so you get what you can get. But at least it's better than Marshalls or TJ Maxx. They have nothing. You know what? They tick me off for the plus size section. First of all, they like hide it where you can't even tell where it is, and then it's like one rack. And the rest of it is all like disgusting, ugly clearance stuff that nobody wants, which is why it's on clearance forever. I like stretchy everything. I like sweatpants. I just like this skirt. This is my kind of skirt, right? I mean, it's like I could wear it like up to here, and I wouldn't. That's what I like. That's why I don't know what size I am, because everything stretches, and I'm like, I don't know. I do know that I weigh more than I've ever weighed in my life, but hey. It doesn't matter because I'm actually healthy. I passed all my physicals, so except my sleep study. Oh, I gotta figure out why I'm not sleeping. We need to get into making plus size. Girl, some cute plus size clothing. And here's the other thing. Not hoochie plus size clothing. And affordable. I mean, how do you do that? You know what we do? This is what we do. We go down to Haiti. Well, I don't know if we go to Haiti right now because we might get kidnapped. Walmart, you know what? Walmart is where I get most of my stuff, honestly. I know what's going to happen when I get it. I know what's going to fit. And I mean, I don't know. So anyway, but yeah, go down to Haiti, employ a bunch of women and have them, like fair trade sort of employment, not the sweatshops that Hillary Clinton opened up with the money they gave for the earthquake relief. Do people realize that that's what she did with the money? She opened up sweatshops, not for Haitian companies, American companies. Tord has nice things, yes, but they're expensive. Their jeans are like $90 or something like that, and I'm not about that life. All right, sorry, I'm cheap. I'm cheap. I want to pay. These jeans were like $12, and it's not even worth bringing them back for that. And with gas prices, what they are now, oh my goodness, I've got this on my eyes. This is one of the prettiest green palettes. Okay, let me open it up and tell you it's pretty because the cover is really ugly. Okay, now it's pretty. This is one of the prettiest green palettes I think you will ever find. It's so good. The mattes are a little bit powdery, but they go on nicely. I've got basically this light green and a little bit of the orange and then that shimmer. That's it. Because it just seemed like a springy sort of look. Because happy first day of spring. Too spendy for me too. I know, seriously. I just can't do, yeah. I like Tord clearance. Actually, Katie, have you been to the Egan outlet? Because they've got a Tord there. That's a Tord outlet. And sometimes it's just as expensive, but it's, they'll have their clearance stuff. Check them out. And we like to go there too sometimes, but that requires a lot of walking. And I don't like the fact that each store is like one brand. I like to go to like Kohl's is kind of my deal. I like Kohl's because a lot of times they have sales and stuff and they have like nicer clothes, but for a decent price. But again, they don't have much for plus size. I mean, they have a little bit for plus size, but it's like, it's all stretchy clothes. That's all it is, which I'm fine with, but sometimes I want dressy stuff like this too. So, oh, hold on. Oh, you haven't been there? My goodness. We should go shopping sometime. They are expensive. I have lots of thrift shop clothes. Thrift shop can be good, but man, you really got to hunt too because plus size clothes just go like that. Nessie RN joined. Hi, Nessie RN. How are you? Yeah, definitely. Let's check out that. We'll go on a shopping trip one of these days. And through his spectacles, he sees the beautiful color. Are we being poetic? Are we waxing eloquent now? Don't hit on me. I'm married, but you can hit on other people on here. There's other single people on this thread that I happen to know. Not to say any names. Anyway, so this is a really nice palette. It's $5. If you want pretty green eyeshadow, this is really cute, and I really like it. I like a lot of these. Then Walmart usually can get it at Walmart for actually under $5, like $4.98 or something like that. And then this is the one that I worked on for the 3 days previous. This is the Huda Beauty Emeralds. I got the cat box down here, and then I got some stuff like deodorizer stuff, but it's like basically just smells like perfumed cat gunk. It's not a good smell. And I just cleaned it out too. What have you been doing on there, kitty cat? What you been doing in the box? Huh? You having parties? Potty parties? All right. Anyway, so this is a cute palette, but it's not that impressive. I mean, it's okay. The shimmers are just like, The mattes are nice. I don't know. So this and this there's a lot of similarities here. Let me open this up. I will tell you what the better deal is. First of all, look at the pan size. You can see there's a lot of similarities. Well, okay, there's quite a few. So these two teal, the darker teals are definitely in there. The golden type colors are in there. And then some of these grungy colors. I mean, it's definitely different between the two. But if you're going to get one, get this one. It's $5. This one's like $40 or something. I didn't pay that much for it. I think I got this from Boxy for like $12 because your girl's cheap. Your girl's cheap. Speaking of cheap. All right. So once upon a time, I was seeing everybody else post, Miss Charlie, I'm blaming you, about all of their finds at TJ Maxx, Marshalls. And I went, I'm going to investigate. So I went, this last week I was coming from teaching, I guess. And instead of taking a left to go home, I went and took a right. And I realized it was the wrong right, but I still made it there, to go to a TJ Maxx that I don't usually go to. I was like, I'm just going to try it out. I'm just going to see. Wait, was it this one? Am I telling you the right story? I think I am. Anyway, it doesn't matter. You won't know if I'm lying to you or not. So we're just going to pretend I'm telling you the truth. Anyway, I happened across this little baby. So I have the March one that I got that I showed you guys last time. And then this guy. Now, this was like pressed in, but it had the plastic over the top of it. So I wasn't too concerned. I think they just squished their finger into it. So who cares? Everything else is fine. It is swatched a little bit now because I stuck my fingers in there, my grubby little grimy fingers. But isn't that cute? A scientist's beauty obsession. Hi, a scientist's beauty obsession. How are you? Going to check out Marshall's next week. And have you been there? Haven't you gotten some things from there already, Miss Charlie? I don't know. I feel like you posted, but maybe somebody else did. I'm always seeing your posts, so I'm always thinking like you're the one on top of all this stuff, but maybe not. I see a lot of posts because, like I said, I go through and like everybody's posts, and then Instagram says, "Oh my goodness, she's got too many likes. We should probably freeze her for the next week," because they're haters. I don't understand. Social media haters. But yeah, it's a cute palette. I didn't want to buy this. You think you ranked it high? Well, good. That's good to know. I mean, it's purplish. There's a couple purples and there's some other, and I do like the fact that there's diversity in here. Like I love having this blue and I like having this looks peach here, but it's actually more of like a neutral. And then like, pinkish sort of tone. Kind of like a bronze sort of color, copper sort of color. Go to TJ Maxx. Okay. You went to TJ Maxx. I have a few in my area. I have not gone to Marshall's in my area. Okay. So yeah, I think this was TJ Maxx. Do one of these have a, yeah, TJ Maxx, it says on the other one. I didn't want to pay the full price for this because I just didn't think for what you were getting and for what I can get in a big palette. And I like big palettes anyhow, but I don't like usually small palettes that are monochrome because they're too monochrome. But this one I think was pretty good because I think you can do a lot of diverse looks with this. Just saying. So I will be digging into that at some point. And then I happened upon this baby, and I was really excited, even though this is not the one I most wanted. But the Sweet Shop Orange Sorbet palette. I am surprised how much I'm into orange. I really love these bright, just glowy, sunsetty sort of colors. And I love them, especially when they're combined with colors like purple and green, my favorites. So this was there too. So I was excited. I really would have liked to have some of the other colors of this, but this was the only one I found, and it's the one that came home with me. Ivan's Glow World. Hi, Ivan, or Even. I think it's Ivan. Fluffy Smiles finally said hello to Miss Charlie. She must have been distracted. I picked that one up too. You have 3 of the same one, or you have 3 of the Sweet Shop ones? Ivan's Glow World. Do you have this one? I just picked it up from TJ Maxx. By the way, the price on this was $7.99. So I thought that was pretty decent price. It's so cute. It is definitely monochrome, but I think it's for an orange palette. I think it's just about as good as you can. Be nice, but not for Sorbet because that would be. Oh, Ivana. Sorry, not Ivan. Not Ivan the horrible. Ivana the wonderful. The gym multitasking. Hey, you know what? I do that sometimes. I take it with, and then I just pull up somebody's live. I like to watch people's lives, but I just having the time to do it. So sometimes I just do it while I'm on the treadmill or something. 3 Sweet Shop. All right, I just bit the inside of my cheek. This is what happens when I'm tired and then I'm a little like buzzed from just excess coffee and whatnot. All right, so I guess we're gonna stay with that theme before we move on to the other stuff. So then let me see if I can move this over here without giving it away. Okay, I don't want you guys to see. So then I went to Marshall's. No, I didn't. No, yes, I did. I have no idea. Oh no, it was TJ Maxx again. TJ Maxx. Apparently, I've been not having luck at Marshall's. You watch lives when you're working. I love the fact that you're getting paid to watch me. That sounds weird, but anyway, so I went to another TJ Maxx that I hadn't been to in a long time, and I was like, "Oh, I need to actually investigate this and see what's going on." So I'm gonna try to chronologically tell you what I saw. So I think the first thing I saw was this. Is this right? Okay, let me make sure. Yeah, I saw this and I'd seen it out the other one. I was like, do I want it? Do I not want it? It's kind of bright. I mean, these are highlighters, but really, do I want like a bubblegum pink highlighter? I don't know, maybe an inner corner. You know, this blue. I mean, they're cute. They're cute. You watch lives. Oh, you already said that. Never mind. I mean, I already read that. That's what I meant. They're really cute. But I was like, do I need that much highlighter? I mean, I've got like the Odin's Eye Alva highlighter. I think it's Alva. That's really, really pretty. But I was like, you know, I don't use colored highlighters that much, but maybe I should. So I was like, so I didn't pick it up at the time. Clearly I did at some point. But then I went around and I looked in what did I see first? I think it might have been this one. So I was looking at it. There were a bunch of stacks of palettes, and most were like the Cara Beauty and a lot of Revolution, and then a bunch, you know, like the ABH. You know, they have like all the Riviera or whatever it is, but I didn't pick it up. I'm just not that much on face palettes, but I know I can use these for eyes too. So I saw this one, and this is actually one that I was really kind of interested in because I do like those cool tones, and people gave this a lot of hate because they were like, diamonds are a lot of different colors, not just silvery, you know, white. And I'm like, shut up, people. Okay, I don't mean shut up because that's not nice. I mean, calm yourselves, people, because when you talk about diamonds, you think about ice, you think about sparkly whiteness, right? And yeah, there's other color diamonds, but people don't think about that first. They think about these colors, right? So I think this is perfectly fine, and I think it's a cute palette. This neutral, it says neutral. It's literally called neutral. It could be nice. I don't know. But mostly I think the silvers and that black. Actually, that seems like a pretty nice a cream color. It's like a cream white, not a pure white. So yeah, I'll be interested to try this. So I saw this one and I was like, ooh, I'm gonna grab that one. Now I've got 3 of the Birthstone palettes. Then, and I had gone through everything, and I was like, oh, nothing there that I want, right? And there were a couple girls that came in there like, oh my goodness, YouTube video, and they were like, oh, we can go there, we can get stuff for cheap, and you know, I mean, basically what I've done, but when other people do it, it's obnoxious. When I do it, it's not obnoxious, of course, because it's me, and I'm not obnoxious. Just kidding. I enjoy the diamond one. Folks don't realize diamonds come in different colors. Well, that's the thing, as most people think of diamonds as this color, right? I mean, they do come in different colors, but when people like gave them grief for being like white and silver colored, I was like, duh. What did you think what is it going to be? I mean, I think it's beautiful. I haven't tried it yet, but I think it's beautiful. So I went around. I don't have the price here, do I? I went around to clearance, through the clearance, and I believe this was $4. And I had wanted this one. Pretty Barcelona blue that got a lot of love. It doesn't have that much blue in it, but it's cute. It's cute. yeah, and I think it's really, I mean, it's mostly neutral, but I do like this peachy color, and I like that combined with cool tones. So those together would be really pretty. So anyway, this was like $4. I mean, not like $4. That was actually $4. So then I came back around, and I had seen this one before too. And then I was like hemmed and hawed, and this one was $9.99. So I was like, it's kind of expensive for like what I was getting at the time. But I decided to grab it because it's purple. And I've seen really good reviews on this one. It's a lot of neutral, but it's also a lot of cool toned and purple and that sort of thing, which is totally my vibe. So I grabbed that one. So that's a $10 one. And then I was looking at the brushes, and they had a couple like face and stuff. And I don't need that much face. So you found a face saw spray, but I don't do sprays. So yeah, whatever. Anyway, I saw this, the Amalfi. Is that what is it? Is that how you say it? Amalfi? Amore in Amalfi. Yeah, I feel that must be Italian, right? Because it's amore. So this is a brush set, and this is an eye brush set. 7-piece for $7.99. Kind of cute. And I love BH brushes, but I just don't need face brushes. So which one did you find? You found the aughts, or you found the Barcelona one? I don't know. I'm sure I saw it, and then I just, my attention span. So I'm excited to try these. I love when there's these little brushes. Hi, kitty. How's it going? This one, that could be helpful for some liner sort of looks. And some good blending brushes. Another little pencil sort of brush. One of these flat brushes that I use all the time to put on shimmers. And a big fluffy brush. Hi, kitty. You want kisses? She hears the plastic wrappers, and she wants me to throw them because she plays fetch with little paper wrappers. You can't have my plastic wrapper, kitty, because there's these things that say do not eat. And I don't want you to die. So you can have that plastic. You want that? All right, so I will be using these because I bought them to use. Anyway, those are $7.99. There's evidence. It was backwards, but it's still evidence. Just because it's backward doesn't mean it's not evidence. I don't need this. Throw it on the floor. I'll pick it up later. And then I came back around to the place where the girls had been like, oh my goodness, there's stuff, la, 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 la. GB plays fetch with foil balls. Yeah, she just likes, she actually, she will destroy a bag of cough drops. Not because she wants the cough drops, but she wants the plastic wrappers. And she literally ripped giant holes into my cough drop bag because she wanted the wrappers. Because she'll just meow, 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 like just go nuts, like it's crack. That's just a paper ball. That's all it is. And then I throw it, and she brings it back. And then I throw it, and she brings it back. Yeah, Kitty, you're crazy. She's cute though. She doesn't cuddle with me though. Girl cats just don't cuddle like boy cats do. There's something about it. I tell guys, if you want to be prepared to be married, you need to get a cat first. Because if you can handle having a cat, then you're one step further to being able to handle being married. Because women are like cats, right? We're like, touch us when we want you to touch us, and you better touch us, otherwise we're just not, And if we want you to wake up at that time, darn it, you're gonna wake up at that time. But if we don't want you to touch us, and sometimes we're okay with you touching us, but then we might turn homicidal in the middle of it. And there's no reason. It's just we can, because we can. And yeah, just all of those things. Cute and cuddly, but dangerous. Yeah. So basically, women, right? Women in little furry meowing bodies that stink when they poop. I mean, we stink when we poop too, but not in a box. I hope you don't poop in a box. I don't know. Whew, man, distractions. So I came around and I saw this big thing, and I was like, what is this? Do you hear the angels singing? I heard the angels singing. I wanted to get the Michaela palette from Glam Light. I didn't get that one because I kept waiting. And then people were like, well, there's a lot of similarities to the cake palette, even though the cake palette doesn't have all the colors. And then this one is $15, $14.99, I think. So here it is. There's the inside. Isn't that pretty? I will be doing like some rainbowish type palette categories. I don't have a lot of them, but I do have some. I don't really love rainbow-esque, but this one is just kind of bright colors, and that one I can kind of dig. Oh, but Menagerie, their new palette. Did you see it? Because I didn't. So yesterday was supposed to be the release. Let me look it up real quick. Menagerie. Somebody posted, I assume. Yeah, so I was pretty excited about getting this for $15. So Menagerie has their new little sugar, what do they call it? Gliders, sugar glider palette. Let me see. Sorry, I'm to look at this and looking around. Makeup palettes and singles. What's all here? Oh, Sugar High collection. So it's the Sugar High collection. I saw the cover of it. I'm curious, deciding if it's something that I need. It's probably not, because I'm not into like super bright primary color sort of thing. But I have a squeaky chair. We have a bench on the piano at church. When you hit it, it's like creak. Yeah. It says out of stock, so that means it's sold out. Which you kind of expect with Menagerie. I've got two of their palettes. I got the Annette palette, and I've got the bat one, the purple bat one. Why are you being goofy to me? Yeah, it says coming soon, sold out. So let me see what the inside is, though. I'm curious. Is it going to show me? Is it going to show me? So yesterday she was supposed to reveal, and then she put on her stories that she wasn't feeling well, so she would do it today at noon, Pacific Standard Time, which would have been about an hour and 20 minutes ago. So let's look at the inside. Here's the inside. Or is she still sick? Maybe she didn't do the release. Do we not have pictures of the inside? Do we have to go on faith? Maybe she didn't release it. It could be that she's still not feeling well. We'll have to see what happened. Interested to see, because it does look cute. And it looks like it could be nice and springy, but it also looks like it could be like really either pastel-y, which I'm not against completely, or primary color-ish, which I'm like, yeah, you only can do so many primary color palettes. This is a nice one. And again, for that price, I'm pretty happy to have it. So that was my TJ Maxx. And then after I did that, I was like, oh, I'm going to go to this Marshall's just in case. Marshall's had absolutely nothing. So that was a flop. But it was more or less on the way home. It was actually 5 miles out of my way. But it was kind of the direction of on my way home. Okay, it wasn't 5 miles out of my way. It was like 2.5 miles out of my way. Okay, so those are there. Right, and then I told you guys I might cancel this. I'm thinking I might cancel it. I don't know. It's kind of fun getting new stuff, but then I'm just like, I could spend this money on stuff that I actually wanted. Just saying. So this is the glam bag that I got for the month of March. Here's my selection. A brush, an eye brush. This is the Hip Dot. Made in China, of course, because, this is the shading brush. Again, one of those kind of flat sort of brushes. Those are really handy for packing on color or whatever. So, definitely we'll use it. Yeah, I selected it because there's just nothing else that was more exciting than that, or that I didn't already have. They gave me this even though I've already got it. So this is going in a giveaway because I'm actually using this currently in my monthly basket. But this is the It Superhero. It's actually kind of similar in many ways to the Lash Princess. And then Winky Lux Peeper Perfect. So this is an eye primer. It's teeny tiny little eye primer. But I mean, this still will last a long time because you hardly use any. I will absolutely use that because I do like to use different eye primers. Hi, Kitty. Whoops, you missed. She's trying to jump up on my lap and she slid off. I'm glad she didn't put her claws out. Honey Jarrett Lip Sleeping Mask. Do your lips sleep? Lip sleeping mask. When your lips are sleeping, we can use this mask. In lemon honey. Not for sale. Made in Korea. Okay, so that's not made in. Should I open it? I don't know. Do I need another lip mask? You do not like the superhero mascara. What do you not like about it? I'm just curious what other people, because everybody has an idea of mascaras that they like and don't like. And it's so weird because people are like, that's the best mascara ever. And then I put it on, I'm like, okay. You know, it is what it is. Yeah, I don't know. And this is Coconut Skin Smoothie Priming Moisture from First Aid Beauty. A little daily moisturizer thing. So I possibly might put these in the giveaway. This will definitely go in the giveaway box. And by the way, this is our 100th live stream. So I might celebrate that with a giveaway. I am so overdue for a giveaway. Yeah, well, and that's the thing is, what does it do for your lashes? It depends so much on your lashes. It also depends very little on the formula and very much on the brush. The brush is way more important for the lashes and the outcome of the mascara than the actual formula of the mascara. Do you agree or do you disagree? So the formula, I think, is kind of not that much. Okay, you like, the primer. This one, this is Winky Lux Primer. This is not a primer. This, well, it says Hello Fab, right? Oh, it's priming moisturizer. Okay, it is a primer. Yeah, hey, maybe I'll try it. So you say you like it, you love it. What do you love about it? Tell me what you love about it, and I'll see if that's what I need done, and then I'll let you know. One thing about this new phone is it does definitely show my texture a lot more, so you can see the residuals of cystic acne that I've had. Because of my PCOS. I don't have that anymore because I now use oils. And every time I see a poor child meaning like, 17-year-old with acne all over the face, I'm like, oh my goodness, please show this child how to use oils. But they're going to grow up being scared of oils and being told that oils actually cause acne. They do not. Oil does not cause acne. Lack of oil causes acne. Sarah, is it Sarah or Syra? Satter is with us. Hi, how are you? Welcome to our party. We're talking about goodies that I've acquired through the last week. One more little haul before I show you the glasses that I've decided to pick out for the spring. I'm not going to show you the glasses I just got because I already showed those. You can look back on that video if you want. But I'm going to show the other ones. Moisturizing. I've used a few samples and I have a large size. Okay. I don't know that I need moisturizing because I'm fairly oily. But I'm also getting older, so who knows? All right, you guys, you ready for this? You ready for this? Yeah, so the Midnight Palette from Beauty Bay, it is very pretty. Now, I actually was going to grab my other Beauty Bay palettes. Where are they? And compare them. I know I just used the Wilderness, so let me grab that one. That one's right here. Because I just did looks with that. And then let me find the purple and bluish one. Where did I put you? I don't know. Oops. My cat box tools fell over. Yeah, I have cat box tools right next to my makeup. How sanitary is that? I don't know. All right, here's the Age of Opulence, and here's the Wilderness. Now, I know some of you guys are already seeing comparisons of these ones, but I just wanted to kind of give you my input because a lot of the comparisons I'm seeing are the smaller ones. Hi, Linda. How are you? And Tegan. Hi, guys. Guys, girls. Welcome. So let me show you the Age of Opulence. I do not have the Book of Magic. Is that what it was called? Now, I think these are quite a bit different, especially the green component, because there's almost no green in here. This has way more, so this is the Age of Opulence. It has way more neutrals in it, of course. But there are definitely some overlaps. Let me see if I can just do a couple of swatches here. I'm not going to do the teals because this is not a teal palette. There's like one greenish color in here. The rest is pretty much cool tone blue. So let's go with Lavish in the Age of Opulence. And Denim, I think, is the closest that I can find in the Midnight palette. That's those two. They're pretty close. This is Lavish and this is Denim. This one is a little more green, as you might see. So there's that. Let's go with Flapper and Sorcery. Maybe might be the closest. I don't know. Actually, no. I'm going to do a different one. I'm going to go Dandy from the Age of Opulence and Velvet from Midnight. The formula in this one is quite a bit different. It seems a lot softer, and these ones are coming out a little bit thinner, the ones from Age of Opulence. So I think that the Midnight palette is a little bit better formula. I don't know. And let's do one more. Let's do Curfew in Age of Opulence against Midnight in Midnight. So those are two navies. Definitely different. This one's more of a purple and this one's more of a greenish sort of color. But yeah, I do think that the Midnight palette is a better quality. I only love the purple section. I have the blue blood from JSC, and so I can do the blue part. I don't have any Beauty Bay palettes. Beauty Bay palettes are really nice. I do think there's definitely a lot of similarities. That large palette was way too repetitive. You know what? It's not that repetitive. It really isn't. I see way more repetitive. In fact, the Hella palette, I think, is at least as repetitive as this is. I mean, of course, it's a smaller palette, but there's a ton of difference here, and you can't really. It doesn't register there. But there's a really pretty good diversity. Of course, I love blues and purples. I love purples and blues. So I'm going to say that. But still, I do think, I mean, it's up to you. But me, I am nothing if not excessive. So we had to go with the big one. We had to. We just had to. All right, that's Age of Opulence. You can go back into your little home, Age of Opulence. Bye-bye. I do have a system here for all my palettes. Not a very good one, but I still use the Antidote palette from Adept Cosmetics. The Antidote palette, I wished that had purple in it. It just was too green and red for me, and I just don't use that much red. Most of those shades will look the same on the eyes. A lot of them will, but I think that they go well with the range. I don't think that they needed them all for sure, but stop messing with me. Stop making me feel like I shouldn't have gotten the big one. I didn't want the little one because I wanted the diversity in the big one, and it was what, $15? Well, how much? $20 for the big? I don't know how much I spent on this stupid thing. It wasn't stupid. It was wonderful and beautiful. Okay, so here's the big green one. This is called Earthy. Earthy. Now that has a pretty good range. Come on, tell me that doesn't have a good range. You've got your minty greens, you've got your grass greens and your chartreuses and your kind of grungy greens. You've got your deep dark greens, gray greens, and then it's a really nice mix of shimmers and mattes. I don't think these are going to look the same on the eye. Now, a couple like Pickle and what is that? Corduroy, those ones probably will. But so will the ones in the Hella palette. Okay. I used to love large palettes, but I have been into smaller ones. Yeah, I just like big palettes. I just do. Because, you know, like I said, I'm nothing if not excessive. Let's go with Leaf in Wilderness palette against Whistle. Wait, Whistle or Corduroy? I guess, I don't know which one. It's like right between these two. I'm going to say Corduroy. The corduroy's a little darker, but you're pretty close. And you can see my fingers are stained, but, you know, whatever. You should still get a pretty accurate. Pretty darn close. That green one could be a 6. It is a 16 pan. I just don't want it to be a 16 pan. I wanted the big one. Because, like I said, I am Miss Excessive. Missessive? Is that the word? Miss Excessive? Missessive? I don't know. I want to spray my fingers down so that I can get some of that staining off. What I find is that even if it's the same brand, that some colors are easy to blend, but some are not, and then it's from the same company. Yeah, I haven't found that with the mattes on Beauty Bay. Theirs are pretty solid, I'd say. Let's go with Raw, which is the deep red in Wilderness, and oh, it's the same color. It's the same name. Well, I'm glad they kept it the same name. But again, oh, that's not, oh, it's the same. It looks pretty close. So they both are called Raw, assuming that they actually are the same color. But again, the one in the new palette is a softer formula. Doesn't feel as dry. Some really need some work. Yeah. These ones do pretty well for me. So, I don't know. Marigold doesn't really have a dupe here because there's nothing really yellow. So let's go to the minty ones. I don't think the mint, so the mint in here doesn't really have a dupe. I'm going to swatch it out with the closest mint, which is Sketch. It would maybe help if I didn't have it sideways. Those are pretty different. This one's quite a bit lighter. Yeah, a lot lighter. So you can see that's going on. And let's do, oh, I don't have a dupe for Sky. Twilight, well, that would probably be in the other palette because those are more blue. Let's go Ivy. I didn't do Ivy yet, did I? No, I didn't. Oh, and there's Ivy in both of these too. All right, so we won't do that because that's kind of pointless since they are labeled the same. We're going to assume they're the same. Forest and Cobra. And I'm not mad that they're the same because of the price point and also the fact that I'll use these. So Cobra is a little bit lighter, but pretty close. So there are definitely similarities. Real similar. This is the same color according to the names. I need to try a Beauty Bay palette, but I'm kind of on a no-buy. Kind of schmind of. I should be on a no-buy. My husband wishes I was on a no-buy. Actually, he doesn't even care anymore. He's like, you know, woman, if you're making money, as long as the bills are getting paid and we're saving and we're thinking about the future and all that kind of stuff, he doesn't really care. And he knows things are getting paid, and I take care of things, so we're good. But he still doesn't know how much I actually get. But yeah, I really like these. I think they're super fun, and I think I'm gonna have a lot of like a blast with them. I think it's more the challenge that you get all this stuff. And of course, I didn't look at any of the shimmers. Let's take a quick peek. Oh my goodness, I can't even talk. Moss, it looks like, is duplicated, but it does not look like the same. There's a moss in each of these. These do not look like the same. These are, oh, they do kind of swatch the same. But in the pan, they don't look the same. That is such a pretty. Their shimmers are to die for. And heat. So there's actually a bit of dupages I made up that word. Between wilderness and earthy. And I think that maybe was smart, but maybe they should have said that there were a lot of dupes. Maybe they did. I don't know. With skincare, only buy when I have empties. I just have so many palettes. Some I had from, oh, girl, I have, okay, I have 2 boxes of palettes that I have used. Some of them I'm using for the second time. A few of them, like the one I just showed you today that I'm currently using, the Perfusion one. I have not opened my Darth Vader palette yet. Yeah, Darth Vader, I really enjoyed seeing the looks, but it's not something that I need in my life. I just don't. But yeah, so I have basically 2 shoebox sizes. If I could show you, they're in the cubbies right here, right here. 2 of those that are full of stuff I've already used. And then I've got another stack of ones that I'm currently using that will need another box. And then I have 4 times that stuff I have not used. So basically 1/3 of my palette collection. I shouldn't even be saying this out loud. The fact that I'm saying this out loud is shaming me. I have used 1/3 of my palette collection. Now, some of them I have used because I've done the 2 looks, but I have a lot I've not used yet as well. Yeah, I know a lot of us do. Because the thing is, it's about collecting and it's about having fun. And but I do think I'm going to try to do a little buy. Oh my goodness, all of this like TJ Maxx stuff has messed it up. Because how many did I get from TJ Maxx? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, including the highlighter palette. And that's just from TJ Maxx. That doesn't include these 2. That doesn't include the ones that are still on order. This month. So I got, what did I say? 7 there. I got these 2. I got 4 from Juvia's Place. I got 2 from Udin's Eye. I got 2 from Sugar Drizzle. Is that it? Oh, and I got this one too. So that's 8 from there. I got a lot this month. So, but like December, January, February, I don't think I really got that many. So finally used the Lowest Cosmetics Meet Me at the Midnight. Oh man, that was on order. That was on order. Meet Me at Midnight and Meet Me in the Afterlife. We should absolutely do some collab looks. I'm really loving seeing other people's take on stuff. So this was a freebie. Brush Up Brows. This is their soap brow thing. I'm going to use it because I can, because it's mine. So there. New fall cutter. I don't know how to say that. But hi, welcome to our party. We're looking at stuff. So this is the Beauty Bay Brush Up Soap Brows. And it came, it came free with these palettes. So I will be using that. I'm going to pop that over here in my stash of stuff that I need to be using. I'll actually probably put it on the side so that I can try to rotate it in next month. So make sure I'm doing that. Okay, let's talk about galoshes, like glasses. Okay, sometimes I think I'm funny. Once in a while, I am funny. Not very often. Usually, I'm just sad and pathetic. We always like free stuff. Yeah, except when we only have this much space and we have this much stuff. Look how stained up my fingers are. Okay. Free stuff is fun. But it's not actually free because you only get it if you buy something. So then it's not really free. Okay. These glasses I got on my face, these are from Zenny. They've got these in a few different styles, including black, or a few different colors, including black. I think they have clear. I don't know what else. But they're just like this basic brow line sort of traditional. I think they're cute in the white. These ones scared me a little bit because the metal here is gold and the metal here is silver. And when I saw the picture, I was like, ooh, that's going to be weird. But it's not because the gold is not really intense. They are dirty right here, though. So I need to scrub that out a little bit. Looks like rust. Could be because they're metal. I mean, they're cheap. These were probably $10 or 15. I don't know. I have been enjoying the ABH Brow Freeze, but I did pick up the clear brow gel from Juvia's. I have not tried Juvia's brow gel, but I'm curious about it. And course, a bunch of other stuff from Julie's too. All right, next pair. I'm just gonna like try these all on for you so you can see what's going on. These ones I got from Wearlight, and one order got lost, and so they sent me the same order again, and then the first order came, and I was like, I'm not gonna send them back because they're my prescription and they can't use them again. Almost sounds like Dutch how you say glasses. Glasses. Uh, that means glasses. Oh, to drink. Okay. Language is so fun. I like that. So, yeah, I was making it up, but galoshes. But galoshes are actually the things that you put over your shoes, aren't they? Like rain galoshes. They're the rain boots. So yeah, this is like a cute light bluish sort of color, and I thought this would be nice for spring because it's not really. It's pretty subtle, but it's nice and light and whatnot. So with the light makeup that I will probably be doing, it's nice for spring. So these ones I was not sure. I hemmed and hawed, but I do think that they're quite appropriate for spring. Especially they've got the peachy colors and they got the teal colors. Look how cute these are. Now these are weird because they come in at a weird angle, so they kind of make me look like I got big cheeks, which I do. But these always get noticed, and I get compliments on them. I don't know if people are actually complimenting or they're more just like, oh, those are interesting. I don't know if they actually are complimenting how they look on me, but I don't care because they're cute and they're different. So I often get compliments on these. These ones came from Pane Glasses, I believe. Oh, no, they didn't, because otherwise they would say PG on here. They must have, they came from Wearlight. They came from that same order, so I have 2 pairs of those as well. So those ones that came in that order that got duplicated, I got 2 of them. I have a lot of glasses. Not as many glasses as I do palettes, but I have a lot. This pair of glasses, I actually just got another pair that's the same shape as this from Zenny, but this one I got like in my second order. And this is this like millennial pink, sort of dusty pink thing. And I thought a lot of times I like this for winter because it's kind of this cool toned. This is just a very winter mauvey pink, right? But I do like it for spring too because it's kind of like almost neutral. I mean, it's basically neutral, but it's pink. You can wear them anytime and you can wear anything you want. Yes, exactly. Kind of the case with all my glasses. I just switch them up. So I thought these were nice, and that is the same. I'll show you the ones that I just got because they're in here. These ones are the same style. The ones with the flowers. I'm not going to show you all the new ones I got, but they're the same size, same style, same shape, same everything. And so these ones I got with this little clip-on, and the clip-on will work with either of these pairs and the other ones that I've got that are in the same style. So that is nice. Okay, so basically I put 20 pairs in here, and then I just go through them. Next. These ones are from I Buy Direct. They were supposed to have a little gemstone down here. And that's why I got them, because I was like, they're just kind of plain glasses otherwise, but this cute little gemstone I was supposed to have. And then they didn't come, and then they're like, I was like, where's the gemstone? And they're like, oh, sorry, we'll refund your money for the gemstone. And I was like, but I wouldn't have gotten the glasses if it wasn't for the gemstone. Whatever. Linda says, same as people telling me you shouldn't wear these bright eyeshadow looks because you're over 45. Yeah, I know. Who cares, right? People, whatever. I know people look at me and they're like, what is she trying to prove? Or people look at all my gray hair and they're like, wait, her hair is multicolored and then gray. I'm like, you know what? It's my hair. Just leave me alone. Or don't leave me alone. I don't really care. Miss Charlie says, I'm 53, Linda, and I wear colorful makeup because I can. Exactly, because you can. But these are kind of cute. They're like a half frame. And I like to put some kind of neutral ones in there that are just really not going to obstruct with anything. So I can use those for really laid back, or when I do want to do really fancy eye looks and I don't want the glasses to take away from them, that's another way to do that. Now, the opposite of that is when you do want the glasses to take away from it because you don't feel like doing much with your eyes. And something like this. So these also came from Wearlight, I believe. They don't say in here, do they? No, they don't. I'm pretty sure these came from Wearlight. Now these are plastic. They're cheap, but they're so fun. There's these gaudy pink glitter cat eyes with these little like cutout sort of things here on the side. I don't know, wings. They don't look expensive. They look like costume, but they're fun. And I just enjoy them. I don't get compliments on those, but I don't care. Well, actually maybe I did once, but I don't care because I like them. These I love. I was actually shocked how much I love these because I kind of got them on a whim because I'm like, they're purple and they're cheap. These are pane glasses, but I love how they look on me. I thought they were going to look really little girlish because you can see why I would think that because they look really, really little girlish. So this is like the pink and then the purple in the front, but look how cute they are. They just glowy. They just glow. They make me glow and they're cute. I don't give a rat's ass what people say. I'm about to get my subscription new wig and I'm gonna use a nice periwinkle or a dusty pink. I mean, that's right. You would do that. I could just cut all my hair off and go with a wig, but my head would itch too much, I think. Aren't these cute? You can say they're not, but I think they're adorable. I love that. Like it's called orchid, but it's just like almost a neon pastel, if that makes sense. Super bright, but not like obnoxious. Does that make sense? Neon pastel? Is there such a thing? There is now. Okay. I'm trying to keep them separate from the ones that I showed you last time. How to do some yellow ones. These are also Zenny. Yep, there's Zenny. And they're a $6.95 pair. They're so cute. They're like, to me, these are like sunshine yellow. And they're perfect for summer, but they're perfect for spring too. I know, doesn't she look, I mean, people say I look young, you know, but she looks younger than me. And she's like, what, 5 years older than me? I don't know. Whatever years older than me she is. She looks fabulous. Fabulous. A fabulous big sister. So yeah, I like these a lot. They're so cute. Not giving a frack. Yeah, exactly. You know what? That's it. I told my mom. I think I told you guys this already. I told my mom, I am finally the cool girl I wanted to be when I was in high school. But now I don't care. And that's why I'm cool, because cool people don't care. That's what kids need to understand. As long as you care, you'll never be cool. Once you no longer care, that's when you start being cool. Facts. Facts. All right, these are from, I think these are in that duplicate order too. These were the Wear Light from that duplicate order. Now these actually go out a little bit, which is annoying, but the color on here, oh honey. Chartreuse on the top and this purple on the bottom. I have a skirt this color. I don't quite fit it very well because I got a little chunky. But I'm hanging on to it because who knows? When I walk, I mean, it happens. Sometimes I lose weight and then I gain weight and then, you know, whatever. What do I think about the Natasha Denona Pastel Palette? I think it's overpriced. I don't know. I haven't tried it. I haven't heard, I mean, people are like, oh, Natasha Denona, I need to get it. And they're like, oh, look, I got it. And it's like kind of anticlimactic, it seems. BWDNYRWZBYNY is with us. Hi, welcome. I'm not going to say that again. But welcome anyhow. Yeah, the Natasha Denona. I don't know. Who has it? No stress or wrinkles or gray. See, that's what you need to do. Stay away from the stress. I only have one Natasha palette and not impressed. I have the little ones, and I know they're just the little ones from Boxy, but still, they're from Natasha. Not super impressed. Love. I am Real Savage 75. Hi, I'm Real Savage 75. How are you? Didn't we all during the pandemic? Didn't we all what? I forgot what I said. I don't know. But yes. So are these not cute? Look how cute they are. Little cat eye. And I have 2 pairs of them because that's what happens when they resend the order and I have got the other one. All right. Now, apparently Zenny has stopped tinting glasses. They still do like the sunglass thing, but they don't tint them, fashion tint them anymore, which makes me sad. Are these not cute? They're also crooked. Or my face is crooked. My face is crooked. Oh yeah, get chunkier. Oh yeah, of course we all got chunkier. Oh my goodness, and it's so weird. I dropped a whole bunch of weight in Haiti, and this is a fun thing about culture. My husband and everybody was like, "Oh my goodness, are you okay?" My husband's like, "You need to go to the doctor." I was like a size, maybe size 16, something like that. I was like, "Oh, are you sick?" Oh my goodness, everybody's like, "You need to bring her to the doctor. She's got to be sick. She's losing weight." I'm like, "No, I'm just, I think it was honestly, I think because I'm trying to figure out what my body is reacting to, and a lot of it was with PCOS. I think it's either sugar and or gluten and or dairy, because those were the three things I was not having, because I specifically stopped eating sugar and gluten, and I was just doing rice. But also the cafeteria was making the food for me, and so I didn't have to think about it. I don't know. Yeah, I used to have glasses with clear and purple frames. I lost them on a roller coaster. Oh yeah, if I ever go on a roller coaster, I'm gonna have to remember that. Same for Pat McGrath stuff. I have the one Pat McGrath from Christmas, and I really like that one. I haven't tried anything else, but I do really like that. Is it worth the price tag? I do not think so. In fact, let's talk about that. Adept. I had to think about it for a second. So I know it sounded like I was constipated or something. Adept Cosmetics. They just came out with a palette in collaboration with Heather Austin. Why does that palette have the same color story as the Hello palette? Don't tell me I'm lying, because I'm not. Go look at it. Then tell me that I'm not lying, because you'll see. It has the same color story. There's differences, of course. There's differences, but it's the same color story. Why? They did this, and I'm not blaming anybody. It's just what happens. People get on trends and stuff. Same thing happened. So when Club Nebula came out, but actually Club Nebula didn't start it. It was actually a combination of Juvia's Place palettes and the Norns palette from Odin's Eye. That's what started it. I'm pretty sure, because then Club Nebula came out and copied those. And then, I mean, it's okay. It's, that's what happens. I mean, I'm a musician. We copy each other. This is what we do, right? So I'm not blaming you. I'm just saying this is what happened. But, and then like all these other ones came out. So like the Basic B collab, the Annette Makeup Corner, all that kind of stuff. They copied each other. And I like them all, those colorful palettes, the kind of grungy sort of mix of brights and grunge and shimmeries and stuff like that. And now the Adept and the Hello palette, those are copying the Flower Punk palette. They are. The pinks and the grungy greens. Ninhydrin. The Ninhydrin palette from Adept. That's the one you want? I have the Plain Jane. And then they did their Plain Jane revamped, and I was like, come on, people. First of all, it's not the same palette. But a couple, I mean, is it laziness, or are they just trying? I don't know. Is it cash grab? Maybe. I don't know. I think they're okay, but they're if you want good multichromes for a lot less, Sugar Drizzle. They're fantastic. Amy Chat. I don't know what that says. Chat. Amy Granto Chat? Are you related to Amy Grant? Hi, DKDJJSHU. Hi. I'm just going to say hi. Welcome, people. So these are Zenny also, and they are these fun little, they call them rose gold, but they're not rose gold. They're like painted pink little aviators, and they're so cute. I like them a lot. Now, they came out when the aviator, everybody wanted the big 70s aviators, and everybody was complaining because they were too small, but now people like the little small ones. So do you have stuff from Kaleidos? I have 2 eye palettes, but I want one of the highlighters. I love the Flower Punk palette. I have Club Nebula and 3 of the little Futurism palettes. The purple one, the green one, and the pink one. I have to pull those out and see which ones I actually have. Yeah, I actually am really interested in the Escape Pod palette. That one's cute, and that one's bright, but I think the blend of it is really nice. Oh, and that one came out too, but that was like That was a little bit different than the Club Nebula, but it definitely, I think, influenced Club Nebula. Lots of Kaleidos. Love the brand. I want to try their lippies. Their lippies look fantabulous. They're a little bit more expensive than some of the other brands that I saw. I just kind of put them on the back burner, but I'm definitely interested in whatever else they come out with. Flower Punk, it was just, didn't really speak to me as much. Yeah. I don't know what it was about that, but it just didn't really speak to me that much. Even though Hella is very similar, but Hella has a little bit more diversity with the grunge side of it and some of the shimmers and stuff. So they're cute. Are they not cute? So this is like my sporty, girly, sporty sort of look. Casual. Yeah, these are great for like t-shirts and shorts or anything. By the way, I got some cute shorts. I told you they're the same size as the jeans that didn't fit, but the shorts are a little bit big on me. That's what happens. It sucks being a girl. Why can I not just measure and say, okay, you're this many inches? But I know why it is, because all it takes is like you to be bloated and then nothing fits. Pink, because you got to have pink for spring. Look at what I'm wearing. This is definitely did not fit, but this with the outfit. It is kind of that not pastel, but it's kind of like a light, almost neon pink too. The lip clays are amazing. I got 3 of them. Yes, I would like to try the lip clays. They look pretty nice, but I feel like they're like fall sort of thing. I also want to try the Milani matte, but I almost picked one up. Then I was like, I'm not gonna wear this right now. I'm gonna wear it in the fall. Oh, by the way, I went to the dollar store. Let me see if I can show you this. And I got this. I don't want to pull it out because let me turn this way. I got this. I got another one over there too. But I put most of my lipsticks in there. Almost all of them fit, because I need to be using them. And so I'm trying to take from the front and move them to the back to rotate them through to make sure I'm using them. Oh. I'm a matte liquid lip lover. Hate the gloopiness gloss I just love a matte lip. I prefer bold colors or mauves. I hate crinkly lips. The butthole look is not cute for the face. It's not. Kind of grosses me out. In fact, sometimes when people zoom in on their lips, like my lips, I think would be gross if I zoomed in on them, because I've been beat up a few times in my life. That long story. But in fact, it's funny because I was looking at some of my pictures when I'm doing the mascara comparison, and I put my head back like this, and you can see how crooked my nose versus my lips are. Do you see that? Anyway, the first time I got beat up was by a horse, so that kind of, I'll forgive the horse. Won't forgive the other people, but the lip clays go on nice and stay a long time. Yeah, they look really pretty. I'm gonna have to try them, but yeah. So I find lips to be kind of ugly. When they're crinkly and whatnot. I have not noticed anybody here's lips being crinkly, but I've noticed mine when I wear a matte lip. And I think because my lips are big-ish, and also they're biggish, but they're not young and plump like they used to be once upon a time. And also, like I said, they got beat up. There's a big scar through here and stuff you can see. And so it kind of just emphasizes it. So I'm just like, yeah, it's not a good look for me. So I kind of stay away from that. But I do like the look of a matte lip. But I don't like the dry down of like liquid matte. So I think I would like something that's more in a tube form. I like the Juvia's Place lippies, and those are kind of a satiny. That one, I think that finish is really nice. Anyway, cute pink glasses. I have 2 pairs of this as well. Those are also from Wear Light. And I just showed you these ones. These are really similar to those other ones I showed you from I Buy Direct, but these are from Zenny. It says right there. But they're green. So they're also the half frame, but they've got the green at the top, which I think is cute. I wanted some more green in my spring collection. These are not very old. I think these were from the last Zenny order I put in. The last order I put in before I got my new prescription. So, oh, I didn't try them on. Let Let me try those on so you can see. Yeah, and I really like because they just add a little bit of green, and so you can do quite a bit of different eye looks with these without being anything drastic. But if you do green, it will kind of blend in with that. Lip plumper helps with the wrinkles. I don't notice any help with lip plumper. I just don't. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I have, however, recently been reevaluating my stance against plastic surgery. I think that plastic surgery is toxic, but it is cosmetic, just like anything like hair dyeing or anything like that, even though it's more permanent. But it's kind of, I've got tattoos, but that's not for necessarily vanity or anything like that. That's more like, I don't know. That's like a personalization sort of thing. My issue with plastic surgery is not plastic surgery itself. It's the fact that plastic surgery feeds into this idea that we've all got to look the same. If people were getting plastic surgery in order to look different and unique, then I'd be like, ooh, okay, fun. Like to emphasize their differences, but they're not. They're getting plastic surgery in order to be as similar as they can, and which feeds into this idea that we all have to look the same, which my biggest issue to that is extremely damaging for young girls. Extremely damaging. When young girls see their moms and aunts and neighbors and movie stars and everybody getting plastic surgery, then they think that they need to do it in order to be acceptable. And I think that's just so toxic. But then you get to my age and you're like, but if I just did a little this and a little this, and with me, my nose, because I've been so beat up, and actually because I get sinus infections and chronic bronchitis, they say might be as a result of that. And you guys know how long I've had coughs and things like that. So, I've already been advised by an ENT years ago, but it still stands to get this taken care of and actually have a rhinoplasty. And get things cleared up and stuff, which wouldn't necessarily be cosmetic, but they I could do the cosmetic at the same time for basically no additional, and I may as well, because why leave all the lumps and bumps, when, and I could just make it look like it would have normally looked like, and without being more flattened and squished and crooked. So there's that. But then and then you think, okay, my back pain, and I could get a breast reduction. Okay. And then you think about, and this is the one that's really getting to me, and that is gastric bypass. I am the heaviest I've ever been. That doesn't bother me at all. I'm still adorable and cute. Norma Libras is with us. Hi, Norma. How are you? I'm trying to read you guys' stuff. That's why I put this on. It's really, really toxic. Yes, it's really, really toxic. I wear a lot of lip oils. I wore lip oil today. I keep my lips hydrated really well, which is, I think, why they are fairly plump still. Actually, my mom, she's 80 something and she still has quite plump lips. So I'll probably always have, I mean, hers look very similar to mine, a little bit flatter, but the same, they haven't gotten thin. They're slightly less protruding, slightly. Anyway, so I think about gastric bypass surgery, and the reason I would is, quite honestly, just because I'm exhausted. And I feel like there's no way. I mean, how do I get past this? Nordic Beauty. Hi, Nordic Beauty. How are you? We're talking about plastic surgery and my glasses and makeup, but we already talked about makeup. And we're talking about whatever we want to talk about, because that's what we do here, because, it's our show. If you're here, it's your show too. But I drive the train. I don't mind backseat drivers though. Yeah. So we basically looking at gastric bypass surgery, and that's considered a medical thing, and definitely could be covered. And people would say, well, it's not cosmetic. But my issue is that, what message does that give? And I know people are going to be like, ooh, you lost weight. You look great. Congratulations. And I'm going to have to sit there and be like, don't congratulate me on that. I didn't do anything. I literally had somebody cut my stomach out of me. And then there's that whole, well, you couldn't do it on your own. No, I couldn't because PCOS. I mean, I couldn't. And I literally have tried for decades. And it's, there and when I went to the sleep study thing, they're like, well, one of the reasons could be because of weight. And if that's the case, let us know and we can get you into a program and that can help to support you. And I'm like, but still, even in the programs, there's 97% failure. I am almost guaranteed to fail because diets, they don't work. And my thing is I don't want to lose weight to get skinny. I don't want to be skinny. I don't want to be thin. I don't want to be size 12. Size 16, size 14. Okay, fine. You know, I have my plumpness, whatever. Would be good. I don't want to be smaller than that. I might be smaller than that if I had gastric bypass, which doesn't bother me as much, but it's just that idea that I know then people would start to categorize me and act as if I finally got my act together because I got the surgery. Get my eyes done and get my excess skin removed because I lost weight. Yeah, and that's the other thing is with gastric bypass, and I would say, well, then I'm going to have all this skin hanging down, and that's going to be another thing. And okay. Well, the other thing is, now I know with the skin, some of that would be, I think, medical because right now TMI. If you don't like this, you can change the channel. That's fine. I give you my blessing. But my belly has that overhang, and I get sore, like it's not sore, it's like, well, sweat and stuff can get in there, but also it's just the skin is really thin because there's no resistance. So the skin gets really thin, and then you guys know, if you know, you know. And it's gets irritated, and then it can get sore. And it's like thrush, they call it thrush like in the UK and stuff like that. If you have horses, you know what thrush is. It's what gets in the hooves. That's what I know from thrush. And then I met some people from the UK who was like, yeah, that's thrush. And I was like, oh, people get that too, I guess so. But basically it's just like the infection that happens when your skin is just sweaty and gross and doubled over on itself. So I'll use, you can use powders, you can use deodorants and things like that. Not necessarily the best thing, but you do what you can do. Just, wash it and dry it. And I know that would be that much worse if I had gastric bypass, because there would be nothing in the skin. Then the skin would still be there, but it would be empty. So it'd be like a deflated balloon, and so it would be that much worse. So that probably could be covered because of medical, and it would be a medical thing. But still, and I'm like, how many times do I have to go into surgery? I feel so frustrated right now because I'm like, I don't want to contribute to this idea that you need to have surgery. But on the other hand, there are certain surgeries that could help me. But then at what point am I like, is it vanity and me contributing to the toxic culture? I don't know. You don't get it insured. What do you not get insured? Do you not get any of it? Any of the plastic surgery insured? Um, you had a breast reduction too. Did you have your breast reduction for health reasons or for cosmetics? My husband would be sad if I got skinny. He would. And it's funny because, in this culture, people look at somebody like me and they look at my husband who is very fit. I mean, we walk into a store, the guys have man crushes on him. Like, he gets followed around by the men. The women look at him with their eyes. The men actually follow him around and be like, dude, you got great muscles, man. Where do you work out? I want to come work out. I mean, they're just like fawning over him. He's got a fantastic body, at least more from the waist up. He's kind of skinny from the waist down because he doesn't like to do legs. Black FX65 is with us. Hi. We're talking about plastic surgery for some reason, and glasses. We haven't gotten to these ones yet. I'm almost done though. But anyway, so yeah, he gets followed around, and then me, and he adores me. He thinks I'm adorable. He got in the car yesterday, and he sat down next to me, and he's sitting there, and he looks over, and he's like, and I was like, what are you smiling at? He's like, okay, I look creepy when I'm doing it. He didn't look creepy. He was like, I don't know. I can't even duplicate. And I was like, what, do I look cute today? He's like, yeah. And I was like, aw. He still gets a little boy grin on his face when he sees me and thinks I'm adorable. Diaper rash cream. Yeah, that sort of thing. Oh, my hubby loves my thickness too. And that's the thing is too, I mean, he would love me no matter what. And I do know that. So I'm not concerned about that, but um I don't know. I don't know, guys. I'm like at a I feel like I can't get any good advice because I feel like people are either completely pro one way or pro the other way. Um Hydrocodone. Yeah. I know there's good stuff that you can use for that. So I don't usually have too much of a problem as long as I make sure it's dry and yeah, I usually take a shower twice a day. So that's kind of a habit that I developed from Haiti because that's pretty much the acceptable in Haiti. So people want, especially if you're a woman, they think that women are dirtier there. So if you don't take a shower twice a day, you are salop or cocoa rot, which I'm not supposed to say, but I said it anyhow. So there, I said a naughty word in Creole. But if you don't know what it means, it doesn't matter. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? What's your thoughts on that? I know I shouldn't care that much, but I feel like I do because I have all these nieces and I have so many people in my life that I feel like in a way I'm a beacon to them and able to say, hey, you can be confident and fabulous and adorable and and healthy mentally and also physically. Hydrocortisone, that's what I thought. That's what I thought that was. Um yeah, and you can do all these things, but then on the other hand, I'm like, I am just tired. I have never been this tired in my life, and I'm sure a lot of it has to do with my weight. I do not know where to begin because for one, I'm tired. So I'm trying to get my husband to like get into a schedule with me for the gym and whatnot, but it's hard for him too because he works third shift. So sometimes times he just comes in and he's just exhausted and doesn't want to get out of bed. So there's that. And of course, he has a metabolism where he just has an incredible body, and you know, incredible body according to the what people think a man's body's supposed to be. So, he's like built like a Greek god, and as my nephew would say, I'm built like Greek yogurt. He didn't say that about me. He said that about his friend. But yes, my husband's the Greek god, and I'm Greek yogurt. So I'm adorable, so I don't really care. That's not that. It's like I don't know though. The thing is, there are health issues with it. There's health issues with it, and as you get there's not the thing is that it's a kind of it's still new. Gastric bypass is a new surgery, and they don't know yet how it's affecting you when you're age, and there's some potentially big issues. So be comfortable in your own skin. Well, I am. That's the thing is I'm comfortable in my own skin, but I'm also tired. And I don't know how much of that is I do think the thing is it's not just weight, it's the hormonal thing. And the hormonal thing causes the weight, but it's not the weight that's the issue, it's the fatigue. I'm just tired. I want to not be tired like this for the rest of my life. I want to lose a few pounds, but me and hubby and walk a lot since we have a large property and walking the dogs. That is one of the issues too, is living in Minnesota. In the 6 months out of the year, it's just I can't walk outside when it's that cold. I can't do it. The cold just is painful to me. Um, I can manage to get to myself to the car, and that's it. I just can't. I mean, I get out there. I bring the dog out there. I grit my teeth. And I'm like, hurry up and use the stinking bathroom. Poor girl. She gets stuck in here now. She's thrilled because the weather's nice and we're getting out. But and we'll walk. I'll walk 4 miles. Go around the big blocks, and no problem. Um, but I can't do it every day because some days I'm just so tired. So I don't know, guys. I've got a lot to think about, and I got to talk to hubby about it a little bit. And I don't even want to talk to doctors because doctors are just stupid. They're arrogant and stupid, and they think they know everything. My mother-in-law had the lap band, and she lost a lot of weight. I thought about the lap band. My best friend had a lap band and then gained it all back. But of course, she was eating pizza 2 weeks after the lap band. So, um, that was just, I think, a lack of discipline. But, So I thought maybe of getting the band, but I think once you get the band, you can't get the other stuff. But the band can also be reversible. So I thought, well, that might do it because then I could lose it, and that might allow me to balance it. But I thought that once you got it, you couldn't do anything else. So that's like it, which I mean, I guess is okay. Who knows? Who knows? We're thinking about it. These glasses are from, oh, I just got these from Zenny. Never mind. I don't need to show you these ones. Oh, they're cute anyhow. I could show you again. They're teal. They're the little rectangular shape, whatnot. Yeah, you have to change your eating lifestyle when you get a gastric bypass. That's the thing, is I don't eat bad at all. So my eating, well, here's the problem, is I don't eat bad. I don't eat a lot, and I don't eat enough, and I don't eat enough protein. And what I'll do, people think that that eating equals fat. That's not the case at all. For me, I eat less than my husband does. He's got a faster metabolism and whatnot. She's not gained it back. Yeah, a lot of it. That's the thing, is I'm a very active person and I'm a fairly healthy eater, but I've realized some pretty angsty relationships with food. It stresses me to cook. And it stresses me to cook because I'm constantly overthinking, like, can I eat this? Should I eat this? What is this going to do to my body? And stuff like that. And then what happens is my PCOS insulin resistance makes me where I need to eat now or I'm going to be sick. And then I just need to get something in me, and it has to be carbs and it has to be protein. And so it's just like, it's hard for me to think of it in advance. I really need to be in the place where somebody else can prepare my meals for me. I mean, honestly, that's where I need to be. I need to be in the place where somebody else is cooking for me and I'm not having to think about it. And that was the 2 times that I was most successful, not successful, but where I accidentally lost weight. I wasn't trying in either case. I was just living my life. But the 2 times where I lost a significant amount of weight, that's what was going on. But then I gained it back, and I didn't gain it back from being a really bad eater. It's just my PCOS, as soon as I lost the weight, and then when anything changed, it went like that. So, yeah. And that's the thing, is we're eating too little and we're not eating often enough. So, I'll eat like 1 big meal a day, and that's not you. So eating protein right now, Miss Charlie says. Great. Yeah, and that's the thing too. Like, I was for a while doing really well, getting myself up in the morning and making eggs. That's really important for PCOS, and in general, just as a healthy woman, to have protein. Morbidly obese. That term. Who came up with morbidly? What is morbidly? What does that mean? Morbidly or obese? They just invented that so it would sound horrible and gross. You're morbidly obese. Ugh. Shut up, people. And here's the other thing is, people have always been fat. There have always been fat people in this world. And until quite recently, nobody cared. It was expected that, first of all, women especially were supposed to gain weight as they got older. That was just accepted. And in fact, that was considered better. So I have no desire to lose weight for cosmetic reasons. I do have a desire to lose weight so I can fit into those jeans that I bought. Only because I don't want that $12 to go to waste. And also, I want to be able to wear cute clothes. I mean, it's not about, that's the thing, is people are like, oh, you want to lose weight so that you can look cute, cute in the clothes. I'm like, no, I want to lose weight so that I can fit in the clothes that are there that don't look like tents. That's the problem, is that everything that is size 4X, I'm not there yet, but everything that's size 4X and bigger is disgusting. Like, you can't get anything, if you make cute clothes in bigger sizes, we wouldn't have to worry about that. Medley and something. Medley Nedsum. I'm not sure how to say that, but hi, welcome. Yeah, so body shaming. Oh, it's so bad. And that's the thing, is I'm like, so then if I get surgery, am I contributing to that? I think I am. But then I also have to think about me and my own, sanity and my own. When I Sheen Curb, you know what? First of all, it's cheap. Secondly, it's made by slave labor. They use slaves. They are very unethical. Um, they use minority groups and they use children and they use, it's the glasses also come. Most things that are made from China that's the reason they're so cheap. Be- Why do you think they're manufacturing this stuff so incredibly cheap? Because it's literally slave labor. They have concentration camps right now going on in China, and there's, what is it called? I have to look this up. I'm going to look this up so I can give you some information on it. Minority Muslim group in China enslaved. I'm sure it will come up here. I don't remember the name, but it's a Muslim group. Xinjiang. I can't even say this. Okay, Uyghurs. Is it the Uyghurs? Oh yeah, Uyghur Muslims. So there's a minority group, and they're Muslims. And I haven't looked into it a whole lot. I haven't had the time to do it, but so they are actually enslaved by the Chinese government, is my understanding, and they're being so just a quick Google. I mean, this is a Google search, so take it for what it is. Since 2014, the Chinese government has subjected Uyghurs living in Xinjiang to widespread abuses that include forced sterilization and forced labor. Now, I know one of the other things that they were doing is because they are Muslims, and in the Muslim tradition, they can't accept an infidel's blood or organs. So in the Muslim world, where a lot of people are becoming wealthier and are able to afford more expensive surgeries, life-saving surgeries and whatnot, when they need a transplant, liver, lungs, kidney, whatever, they were harvesting them from these people because they're Muslims. And so they were allowed to take it's so sick and it's so sad. It's a horrible thing. But they were actually harvesting. This is 2014 was this, and since 2014, okay, this is Wikipedia. Take it for what it is. Again, you have to look into it. I'm not, I'm just saying. Okay, I'm not an expert on this topic, but I have looked at some reputable sources, not Wikipedia. I've looked at reputable sources. This was just a quick Google search, and this is a thing. So that's one of my major issues, is that they are enslaving them. They're using them for forced cheap labor. They're, like they said, they're sterilizing them, and then they're using them to harvest organs to sell to wealthy Middle Eastern countries, Muslim countries, where they can't accept organs from the Western world. That is messed up. That is so incredibly messed up. And we are still there, people. I want people to understand we are not past Nazi Germany. We are not there. In fact, we are on the verge. We are constantly on the verge of Nazi Germany. In fact, it's happening somewhere to someone. What happened there is happening somewhere to someone. And that's what people are like, oh my goodness, Hitler was such a bad guy. No, it wasn't Hitler. Hitler could have done nothing had the people stood up. People aren't standing up, and that's where my issue is. So when people are like, Shein, I have Shein clothes. I do. I even have a cart full of stuff right now on the Shein website. And every time I go on there, I just feel sick because I know this is going on. I don't know how widespread it is, and I don't know what factories are doing it, but I do know that those clothes are ridiculously cheap. ridiculously. And you got to think about that. They are being sewn by somebody. It's not machines. It's not robots that are doing it. It's people that are sewing those clothes. So if you get a t-shirt for $2, which you can get on clearance, materials, shipping, stocking, everything else, what are those people getting paid? And I mean, I've lived in the developing world, so I know the truth. We have graduates from the university who are making $200 a month as professionals working as teachers. So I know what people make in the developing world. That's in Haiti. But even now, those are wealthy, healthy, steep wages for a lot of people, and they're making stuff. They're cutting that in China. They're cutting those prices. I mean, not for education, but I'm saying manufacturing in Haiti. It's too expensive to manufacture stuff in Haiti compared to China. And you can ship it from the other side of the world cheaper, have it made in China and ship it to the United States cheaper than you can have it made in Haiti and shipped here, even though professional Haitians are making $200 a month. Think about that. That's not possible ethically. It's not. So that's where I'm just like, sometimes cheap. Come on, guys, you got to think about it. Sometimes cheap. And here's what really ticks me off. When Adept, I think it was Adept. I don't want to badmouth them because I might be wrong, but I think it was Adept or some other higher end, more expensive brands. They were manufactured in the PRC in China. No. Do not charge me $70 for a palette when you're literally, it is slavery. Absolutely. That's exactly what it is. It's slavery. And it's genocide also, because they're sterilizing these people, working them to death, and then harvesting their organs. It's genocide. It is Nazi Germany happening, and it's in China. And this was one of the things, many things I didn't like about him, but Donald Trump stood up to these people. Joe Biden is in their pocket, literally getting a payout. So, just saying that. Can't stand the Democrats. Don't like the Republicans either, but I can't stand the Democrats. They are evil, evil people. Why do we always get political here? I don't know. It's my fault. Anyway, I hope that I've educated you, and I hope you guys go and research it and come back with a whole bunch of evidence that says, Priscilla, this isn't true, and then I can go buy my cheap stuff and not feel guilty. I really hope that's the case. Jewelry Girl 15, how are you doing? We're trying to end on a happy note here. So I hope that everything that I told you, you can disprove me and bring it back and be like, this is what I found. And I'll be like, yes, thank you. Everything I told you is incorrect. I will absolutely eat my words and do an update on that. But I do want you guys to be aware, the reason that your stuff from China is so cheap, it is highly unethical. So, yeah. Woo. These people, they're evil. Anyway, so, but it's us. It's ignorant people and people who want to be ignorant that are allowing things like that to happen. That's what happened in Nazi Germany. That's what happened in the transatlantic slave trade. That's what happened in all of these different situations where atrocities happen to groups of people. It's always not because of bad leaders, but because the people want to keep their I don't order from China. Good. Because China, even if they're not using slave labor, they definitely are unethical. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I gotta get some sleep. I'm tired. I got a headache. And I'm gonna put all these glasses away, and I'm gonna clean up some stuff, and I'm gonna take a nap first. Anyway, it was great talking to you guys. Jewelry Girl, I'm sorry you got in on the last end, but Don't know if this is going to be posted or not because IG is hating on me right now and they're not letting me post anything because apparently I like too many people and then they liked me and then they said, you're paying for likes. And I'm like, no, I just liked a lot of people's posts. But apparently I'm getting punished for that. Recovery. Oh, recovery. That's the story of my life. So I don't know if it's a recovery. I have things made in China. Oh, I have lots of things. Most of my glasses are made in China. That's the thing is so much stuff is made in China. Like, how do you get things not made in it takes a real effort, serious effort to not have things made in China. Let me look at these. Made in China. There you go. Made in China. Let me look at the palette. This is Huda, by the way. Does it say where? Oh, made in China. I mean, I literally, I'm sure these glasses are made in China. I literally could pick up like any number of things right in front of me and it's going to say made in China. Just the way it is. Don't even know where to start. Most of your cars are made in China. Your phones are made in China. All that stuff. It's just so cheap because slave labor is really cheap. Yeah, you know what? We need to start doing that more. We need to start holding people accountable. I'm bad at it. I am because it's just easy to go, ooh, that's cheap. That's cute. Let me grab it. And then not think about where it comes from. I am responsible for that. I am okay. I said I was going to go. I'm not going to go right now because I have something else to say. This is the problem when people talk about slavery in the United States, which is funny because people talk about slavery in the United States as if it didn't exist elsewhere. Or as if the United States wasn't the first to abolish it in the entire world, the last to embrace it and the first to abolish it. I just saying that. This is a fact. The United States was the last to embrace, and we never embraced it nationally. I mean, the United States. Okay, that's hard because the United States was being formed during that time, but European culture was the last Christian. Let me clarify. Christian European culture was the last to embrace chattel slavery, and it is chattel slavery. People say that chattel slavery didn't exist elsewhere. That is a complete lie. Read Orlando Pedersen. He will set you straight. And yeah, so chattel slavery absolutely existed everywhere in the world and still does in most places of the world. And it was Christian Europeans who were the last to embrace it and the first to abolish it. That does not excuse anybody, but it is fact. Also, the same thing that's happening right now in China is the same thing that happened during that time. And it was just easier for people to say, ooh, taste this delicious sugar. Ignorance is bliss. I will buy a bunch. And they were supporting the industry. And they knew in the back of their minds, sometimes they didn't know because they didn't have the information we have. And they, in the back of their mind, they were like, well, I know that this is being made by people who are being held against their will and this and that and everything else, but it's delicious and it's cheap. And they were justifying it. The same thing we're doing now. So we are no less guilty than anybody who bought sugar during that time. I mean, we're not more, we're not less. It's just, we are all responsible for the things that are happening in this world. And if we're not standing up for things and we're not educating ourselves and we're not asking the hard questions and we're not insisting that we pull away from the political party that we've been told we're supposed to adhere to, and think for ourselves, and whatever. Enamored Beauty, how are you doing? Enamored Beauty. We're changing the world. I'm not perfect. Occasionally I miss, but most of my stuff in the last few years is not from China. You need to help me out, girl. You need to tell me what some of your resources are, because I would love to have more of that. I know a few years ago, there was a big push at Walmart to have a lot of their stuff that was US made and not China made. I think they've really fallen down on that. I just think there's been so much pressure, and because I think most of your stuff is Chinese made now. I don't know. But yeah, it's really sad. It's so sad. And it's like, where do you start? And then on the other hand, I don't know that all this stuff is made in, with slave labor, but you look at the price point and it's just logic, people. It's just logic, because you're like, I mean, think of this, right? These are handmade. These are handmade. These are not made from a machine. There is a person. Now, these are made from a machine probably. Each one of these is likely, stamped, and I don't know, maybe it's, but I don't know, however, but these are each hooked on here by an individual. How many are on here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 petals on each one. All right. And then this is all hooked together, right? This is all done by a person. Now, how long will it take you to make these? I've been noticing more things creep in that say made from China in the last 6 months. Yeah, I've been noticing that a lot in a lot of places. Yeah, how long would it take you to make these? And then how much would it make sense to buy these? But I am cheap because I've gotten so used to this. And so I won't pay more than $6.99 is a lot of money for me to pay for earrings because I'm so used to paying little money. So I'm like, I don't want to pay more than a couple bucks for a pair of earrings. I don't know, guys. How do we retrain ourselves? I have also been seeing made in India, Taiwan, and USA a lot more in the last few years than ever before. I think there's more of that happen, but also you have to be careful because made in does not necessarily mean everything was made in. So it could be assembled in. It could be, there's a certain amount that has to be made in order for it to be made in, but that doesn't necessarily mean. So the parts possibly or probably all came from China and then were assembled here or assembled elsewhere. So there's that too. I don't know. I'm all about, for example, in Haiti, it would be good for them to have a lot of exports. So it would be good for them to have cheap labor that is Haitian controlled. This is the problem comes when it's internationally controlled, and where the international business interests use their clout and are in cahoots with the Haitian government, which then uses their own people, essentially for slave labor. So yeah. Well, and that's the thing is everything. I mean, literally all of the materials from everything they're made different places. They're not made in the U.S. So even if something's assembled in the U.S., it's not made in the U. I mean, the materials aren't from the U.S. Oh my goodness. How have we gotten here? Just stop buying stuff. Make it all yourself. Grow your own stuff. I don't know. What do you think, Kitty? She doesn't have an opinion. Her life is easy. She doesn't have to think about things like morality. Everything is good to her. If she can do it, she will do it. Isn't that right, Kitty? Come here, cutie. Come say hi. Come say hi. Oh, she's so cute. Say hi, baby. Say hi, baby. She sees Puppy. She says, I want to go see Rainbow. Okay, go see Rainbow. All right, guys. Well, that's about it. I think Wednesday, I'm either going to use the Beauty Bay or I might use the JCat Beauty. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that, and it depends on what they let me post. I don't know if this will post or not. If it doesn't post, I hope it will be available. I say everything you think. Good. I say I am very politically incorrect. I'm very moderate in many ways. I am much more libertarian than I am anything else. I cannot stand the Democratic Party. I think they are absolutely evil, and they are the most evil institution ever in existence in this country. Period. Every atrocity that was committed in the United States was under the Democrat Party. So I will unequivocally say that. I do not like the Republicans either. I don't like the Republicans either. But they don't have the atrocities to their name. In fact, on the contrary, they were founded for good things, and they have a really good history that they don't get credit for. But today, I don't like the Republican Party. But yeah, I feel like these things need to be said, and I think that people on this type of platform need to be able to say them, because this is so overrun by leftist extreme non-thinking people who get on here and like, oh my goodness, somebody said such and such, and I'm offended because everybody told me I should be offended. So let's all be offended together, and we don't really know why. But if you're not offended, then you're just a Trump voting racist. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Yeah. Republican Democrats switch places. That is not true. That is actually not true. Republicans and Democrats never switch places. Historically infactual. So there was an idea that they did switch places. There were actually only 3 senators in the entire country that switched. And the reason they switched is because because Johnson signed the Civil Rights Bill. However, the Republican Party did not change. And the reason the Democrats signed the Civil Rights Bill, according to Johnson, was so that they could keep those N-words voting Democrat for the next 200 years. So he did things and later would develop into the welfare system and whatnot that we currently have, including Joe Biden's crime bill that he's so proud of from the 1993, 93, right? Rainbow, relax. And so this is something that that the Democrats have still been doing. They did not switch places. Check into that because that is infactual information. I know a lot of people say that because because there's so much bad history with the Democrats, and they want it to appear like the Republicans are the racist party. That is not correct at all. Yeah, not correct. But what happened historically is that Republicans felt everybody should be treated equally. Well, Democrats found out that if you patronize and paternalize a culture, it will weaken. And so that's where the welfare came in. It started with the Native American in their reservation systems. Again, all of that is under Democrats. And then the welfare system that targeted minorities in this country was specifically targeting them in order to keep them poor and stupid. Unsuccessfully, unfortunately, that so many people have come out of that and said we're not going to be in that, but it has been largely successful, unfortunately. So actually, no. Okay, well, here's the thing. So the Republican were more liberal and the Democrats were more conservative. Yes, in a way, it's those terms that switch places, but the parties did not. So yes, it used to be that Republicans were called liberals because they believed in liberation. Yes, you are correct. But Republicans have always believed in liberation. That never changed. Republicans were the ones that believed in liberating people that were slaves. They believe that all people of all colors should have the same rights. They believe that women should have the same rights as men. And yes, so they were considered liberals because they believed in liberating people. But then what happened, unfortunately, is a lot of that was based in Christianity and Protestant beliefs. Well, Christian beliefs, not necessarily just Protestant, but Christian beliefs. But a lot of it was the the Quaker and the Puritan tradition. And so a lot of that was based in that. And along with that, then was this holiness movement. So the holiness movement came along with the women's suffrage. You don't need to necessarily know all this, but the holiness movement was very much alongside the women's suffrage movement. And it came in many ways. And it was also along there with the prohibition movement because women were being horribly abused by alcoholic husbands. And so the whole point was we want to protect women who are being beat often to death and their children by their husbands who are alcoholics. And so we are going to prohibit the consumption of alcohol in this country. And so, yes, you are correct because they wanted to protect women and children. Excuse me, kitty. They wanted to protect women and children. And so they tried to enforce holiness because most of them were Christians. And they believe that, which is true, traditionally, when there is a spiritual revival, then morality and just general Hey, don't eat my $7 earrings. Those are made in China by some little slave. I shouldn't joke about that. It might be true, and I would be really sad if it is. But Kitty, don't eat my stuff. Don't eat my cheap stuff, okay? Um. So yeah. Anyway, it was all connected to like Christianity, and so that's where the conservative side switched the terms because people started to say, we need to make laws against this, we need to make laws against this, we need to make laws against this, and it was intended initially to protect people, and then it went overboard into like, we've got to make marijuana illegal, we've got to make prostitution illegal, we've got to, all this kind of, hang up the homosexuals by their, toenails. I don't know, whatever, right? So it was all that kind of stuff where people are starting to legislate a spiritual morality. So that's where the term changed a little bit to conservatives meant traditional Christians, which also continued to hold this idea that all people are people under God's law, but some of them wanted to have a lot of rules. And then that was when the Democrats switched and started to become the party of the hippies and whatnot. But that didn't last very long. So relatively speaking, Republicans have still been the more liberal in most cases on most things. And Democrats pretend they're liberal on things like marijuana and stuff like that. They're not. They're actually not. They're making, like, again, the crime bill, that was Joe Biden created that crime bill that disproportionately incarcerated people of color, men of color. And so, yeah, so even though people said there was a switch, there was a switch in national thinking, and those terms kind of switched, but the parties didn't switch, if that makes sense. But yes, you're right. The ideas that we had associated with them, we put different terms to, or we switched the terms around, but the thinking didn't change and the direction didn't change. So yeah, a lot of people, we need to have these conversations. I see people pop in and then they pop out because they're like, oh my goodness, that's not what I was expecting to hear. I wanted to see about glasses. I got cute glasses on too. And I got swatches on the back of my hand. But yeah, we need to have these conversations because people are talking about getting rid of everything that's race in this country. We need to get rid of the Democratic Party. We do. The Democrat Party is the most horrible party. And it's funny because people are like, well, they've changed. Okay, you know what? Here's what. I'm a nice person. Okay, I love everybody. I love people of all colors. I love homosexuals. I love Jews. I love everyone. But I'm going to run as a Nazi. Wait. It's not the same because I don't believe that. I'm just going to run under the Nazi Party. Are you crazy? You can't tell me that the Democrat Party has changed. You cannot tell me the Democrat Party has changed. They have not changed. They have not changed. Hello, Prisco Hernandez. How are you? We're talking politics because sometimes that happens here. But we were talking about glasses and we were talking about makeup swatches and things like that. Anyway, yeah. So I just don't understand why people keep voting for the Democrats. It's like they don't even want to know how evil they are. They don't even want to know how evil the party is. It's so evil. I don't like the Republicans either. I don't like the Republicans. We just need, you know what? You know who we need to elect? Spike Cohen. You guys know Spike Cohen? Anybody know Spike Cohen? He's actually a friend of mine. I didn't even know he was the vice president running mate for the vice presidential candidate for the Libertarian Party. But that's who we need to elect. He's a brilliant guy and a really funny guy, and just an overall really good guy. I think he's got a good head on his shoulders. So, if nothing else, I think we need to just elect the Libertarian Party just to mess things up, just to completely dismantle this Democrat Republican thing, because this is just not working for us. Herod 62 TEH is with us. Just about time for me to take off because I gotta sleep. I'm tired. I've been saying that for the last 2 hours, but I am really tired. So I will see you on Wednesday. I do not know if this video will post. If it doesn't, I'm sorry. Instagram hates me right now because they don't like the fact that I'm liking everybody and everybody's liking me back. But Wednesday, I will do a look on each eye, and I will save all this stuff. So when they're allowing me to post, I can post all this stuff. So we will catch up. It just might not be until the 27th or after. So I don't know if I'll use Beauty Bay or if I'll use the J Cat Beauty, but one of those, and I'll put them on both eyes. So I will see you in the next one. Thank you, Jewelry Girl. It was great talking to you. I hope we get to talk again later, and I would love to catch up with you in DMs or something like that if we're able to do that. I can't DM anybody, so you'll have to DM me, and then I can respond because I'm in jail right now for breaking the social media laws. So, all right, guys, talk to you later. Talk to you on Wednesday. Bye. I gotta find this. I gotta find it.